Ultamize. I want to talk about something that sounds trivial. It isn't. The RSVP, or more specifically, the death of the RSVP, the quiet, collective, almost universal decision that somewhere in the last 10 or 15 years, significant portions of the adult population seem to have made. The decision that responding to an invitation is optional, that showing up when you said you would is optional, that the basic social contract of telling someone whether you're coming to the thing they organized for you is somehow no longer a required part of being a functioning adult. Let me tell you what it's like on the other side of that decision. You're hosting a dinner party or a birthday gathering or a casual get together at your home. You've sent the invitations, you bought the food, and you bought it based on a head count that you don't actually have because half the people you invited haven't responded. You've cleaned your home. You thought about the seating. You thought about the conversation. You put real time and real energy and real money into creating an evening for people you care about. And then you wait. Some people respond immediately. Those people, yeah, love those people. Those people get invited back every single time. Some people respond late, a little frustrating, but fine. Life is busy. You understand. And then there are the others, the ones who don't respond at all, who leave you in a state of genuine uncertainty about whether they're coming, who force you to either follow up, which feels awkward, like you're being needy, like you're begging, or to just guess, just buy food for a number you've invented because the actual number is unknowable. And then this is the part that really stings. Some of these people show up anyway. They just arrive. No response, no warning, no acknowledgement that their attendance was ever in question. Just there, expecting a plate, expecting a seat, expecting the full warmth of your hospitality. And some of them don't show up. They just don't come, no message, no apology, no explanation, no thanks. They simply decided at some point between receiving the invitation and the evening of the event that they weren't going to come. And they didn't think that information was worth communicating to the person who was expecting them. Now, here's the thing I really want you to understand about this. It's not just rude, it's damaging. It's genuinely, measurably damaging to the relationship. Because here's what hosting is an act of vulnerability. It's a person saying, I care about you enough to open my home to you, to spend my time and my money creating something for you, an experience for you, to make myself accountable to your comfort and enjoyment for an entire evening. Well, guess what? That's not a small thing. That's actually a significant emotional investment. And when you don't respond to that invitation, when you treat that offering with silence, you're sending a message. The message is your effort isn't important enough to warrant 30 seconds of my time. Your hospitality isn't worth a text message. People feel it. They really feel it and they remember it. They may not say anything. They probably won't say anything. But the next time they're planning something, the next time they're thinking about who to invite, who to include, who they want around their table, your name comes up a little less enthusiastically. Maybe it doesn't come up at all. That's how friendships quietly erode, not in dramatic fallouts, not in arguments or betrayals, but in the slow accumulation of small signals that say, I don't prioritize you. Your effort doesn't register with me. I'm not quite reliable enough to be worth counting on. And let's talk about the cousin of the non RSVP, the last minute cancel. You said yes, you committed. You're on the guest list. The host has bought food for you, has set a place for you, is expecting you. And then an hour or so, 2 hours before the morning of, you cancel. Something came up. You're not feeling great. You're tired. You just don't feel like it anymore. Now, sometimes things genuinely come up. I get it. Real things, unavoidable things. And any reasonable host understands that life happens. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the cancel that happens because you overcommitted and now you're recalibrating. or because the couch is more appealing than getting dressed, or because you said yes in a moment of social optimism that your present self doesn't share. Those cancellations have a cost, a real cost, to the person who was counting on you, to the logistics of the evening they'd planned, and to the impression they're forming of you as someone whose word can be relied upon. So, what does civilized behavior look like in this area? It's almost embarrassingly simple. When you receive an invitation, you respond promptly within 24 to 48 hours, yes or no. If you're genuinely unsure, you say so, but you give a date by which you'll know. And then you honor the date. If you said yes and something genuinely prevents you from attending, you communicate as early as possible, not an hour before, but as soon as you know, with a genuine apology that acknowledges the inconvenience to the host. And if you can't attend something, you say so clearly without the non committal maybe that gives you an exit while leaving the host in limbo. That's it. The whole behavioral system for RSVPs. It's not complicated. It never was complicated. What it requires is something slightly harder than complexity. It requires you to briefly prioritize someone else's needs over your own convenience, to spend 30 seconds sending a message that serves the other person rather than just leaving the situation in a state that's comfortable for you. That's what civilization asks of you here. And the friendships you preserve by doing it consistently, the invitations that keep coming, the tables you keep getting a seat at, the social world that stays warm and open and inclusive rather than quietly contracting around you. Those are worth 30 seconds every single time.